Just off the coast of South America lies the island of Trinidad, the southernmost island in the Caribbean. Legends of hidden treasure have long drawn travelers to these islands. But some of nature's greatest seafarers have been visiting these shores for far longer. At night, Trinidad's beaches are visited by creatures that have been around for over 100 million years. Leatherback turtles have come here to nest. Each year, females cross the open ocean to return to these waters from thousands of kilometers away. They make the grueling journey so they can lay their eggs on the very beaches where their own lives began. Leatherbacks are the largest sea turtles on Earth, growing up to 2 meters long and weighing up to 900 kilos. Her massive flippers help her to dig a hole in the sand. When the nest is deep enough, she lays up to 100 eggs. The temperature of the nest will determine if the babies will be male or female. Higher than around 30 degrees Celsius, and females will emerge. Cooler nests will produce males. Among the normal eggs, she also lays smaller ones, which are yolkless and sterile. These will collapse over time, giving the babies more space and air when it's time to hatch. When she has finished, she fills the nest using her back flippers, creating a large disturbed area which confuses potential predators. The whole process can take up to 3 hours. It takes a lot out of her. But she's not the only one here. Trinidad has one of the largest populations of nesting leatherbacks in the Atlantic. At the peak of the season, space is in short supply. Up to 500 turtles can visit a beach in just one night. Turtles coming in to nest collide with those ready to return to the ocean. The scrum for a spot results in turtles digging up each other's eggs. Some start laying so late that by the time their nest is finished, it is daylight again. Leatherbacks only come to nest every few years, but in one season, a female can lay up to 10 different sets of eggs. Buried eggs, which remain undisturbed, take 65 days to fully develop before they're ready to hatch. The baby turtles emerge in perfect synchrony. safety in numbers is their best chance of making it to the sea. But only 6% will survive their first year. Instinct spurs the vulnerable hatchlings on. Even at this young age, the leatherback can propel itself through the water with an efficiency no other turtle can match. These turtles will remain in the mysterious depths of the open ocean for most of their lives. They will increase in weight by up to 20,000 times. And only the adult females will ever return to the Caribbean's beaches. Many Caribbean islands have their own constant living defense against erosion. Mangrove forest. With 1 foot on land and 1 in the sea, the mangrove forms a natural breakwater. The tangle of roots reduces the power of big waves and storm surges. Caroni Swamp lies on Trinidad's west coast. Twice a day at high tide, the mangrove is inundated with seawater. Few plants can cope with such salty conditions, and many Caribbean mangroves only have 3 or 4 species of tree. Yet the trees create a habitat that shelters a rich and unique ecosystem. It's a nursery for many young fish. The constant rise and fall of the tides presents opportunities and challenges to all that live here. At low tide, the swamp's thick mud is a rich source of food for the population of fiddler crabs. Each teaspoon of mud contains around 10 million bacteria. The male crabs use their one small claw to feed on this microscopic food. While their big claw, which resembles a violin, is reserved for waving. This display is designed to attract a female and defend their burrows from rivals. Females choose a mate on claw size and quality of display. Having an escape hole is vital. There are predators around. When the tide is out, scarlet ibis flock to the shallows to feed. They probe the mud in search of crustaceans, like fiddler crabs and shrimp, amphibians, and insects. Their diet of red shellfish, rich in carotene, gives them their vivid color. Young birds are born gray, and it takes about 2 years before they've eaten enough carotene to turn red. Dipping the crabs in the water before swallowing them helps clean off the mud. Every evening at dusk, the ibis return in large flocks to tiny islands within the mangrove. They gather in their hundreds to roost for the night. Trinidad separated from South America around 12,000 years ago, when sea levels rose at the end of the last ice age. As a result, some mainland mammals got stranded there, and they are not found anywhere else in the Caribbean. The island is home to a troop of white-throated capuchins. This small monkey is known for being a particularly resourceful primate. But life on a Caribbean island requires its own special strategies. Trinidad's capuchins have found that the island's coca-ripe palm trees are a rich source of food. Dead leaves and branches harbor all kinds of insects and grubs. Having a prehensile tail means that both hands can be kept free for eating. Although they also eat nectar, fruit is by far their favorite food. South American mammals are not the only alien invaders in the Caribbean. And for getting to islands further away than Trinidad, the Caribbean Sea has proved a big barrier. The iconic coconut palm is a relative newcomer to the Caribbean. Originally from Southeast Asia, they only arrived here around 5 centuries ago. These palms are perfectly designed to deal with the region's tropical storms. Up to 4,000 roots spread out under the sand, giving the palm a firm anchor to withstand the frequent hurricanes. And it's hurricanes that have also assisted their travels. Strong winds help dislodge their seeds, and these are cast adrift on the ocean's currents. The coconuts are especially buoyant and can float for months without sinking. When they eventually wash ashore, a new island is colonized. In just 500 years, coconuts have spread to virtually every island in the Caribbean.